here's what's going on. This is the 14-foot trailer you see me using all the dang time. And the trailer brakes didn't work. And I was like, why ain't my trailer brakes working? Well, let's show you why. Right there's the inside. You see how this is up and down, up and down, up and down? Look at this. My magnet is ruined. It has dug in. But anyway, what happens, it gives it electricity. DC, and it comes back here. Let me see if I can do this. I don't want to get dirty so much. Watch this. Let's see the brake shoes. So say I give it power. Let me just push it out. You see that? You see how they're out? So when those go out, they drag on the inside of your drum that you should check periodically. And that's how you brakes. It's that simple. And then when you let off the brake, it goes back in, but it ain't gonna go back in until I see it's right there. You see how it's loose now? That would be your braking. I guess I knocked it. Oh man. Anyway, I also noticed, see right here's where you put the grease in. Make sure you use some good high temp grease. And don't put too much. A whole lot will get hot in the spindle. So I looked and I was going to buy, oh yeah, look at this crap. Look at this crap. You see, I don't know what y'all see. Let me turn the camera thing. Right here. This shackle is bouncing from weight right here into that, and it's doing it on both sides. Of course, my big stander sits right there. So I'm gonna go ahead, not now, and replace the springs and everything. Because this trailer has, I don't know how many miles, thousands and thousands of miles on it. And I noticed the brakes wasn't working, and I adjusted them, right? I went under there and adjusted them. There's a little adjuster here on the bottom. On the inside as well. It's a little slot, you take the little cap out. Man, you take the little cap out, and the screwdriver needs to go down. So you put it in there and there's a little cog on both sides down until it's, and spin the tire each time you click, each time until it starts to grab, and then that's what you want. So I did that, then I hit the brakes, I come back here and my tires was still spinning. I said, what? And that's when I found this magnet. I mean, it's just dust. It's not nothing. It ain't sticking to nothing. The magnet, it just, I hear it buzzing. There's nothing there. It is completely kaput. Kaput. Now the brake shoes, they're close to dying. I would call these things dead, but they rub inconsistently too. They are not wearing right. They're just wore out. Like this one's, of course, going to be thicker than this one because the backside's what's going to... Anyway. So there he is. This magnet has failed me. Even if I clean this up, I mean, it's... If you could... You see it cracked right there. So, let me tell you something. As I sit here with a mic on my head. I went to Tractor Supply last night. I was like, I'm just going to go ahead and buy the things and fix it. Even though they use Carryall brand, which I don't want on these Dexter axles. I didn't care. And I went there and to buy the drums, because I'm going to go ahead and replace the drums, the bearings, and everything. While I'm in here, when you're working on stuff and it's a process, just replace everything in it while you're there. That way you don't have to come back to it later for a long time. So... holy crap, it's going to cost $500 and some plus Tennessee tax, 9%. Which we have a flat tax here. We don't have a state income tax or anything. So it's so much cheaper to live here than anywhere. And don't come here, we're full. Too many people come here. Anyway, so it was $500. I said, I don't think so. So I got on Amazon on my phone and Tractor Supply and ordered. It's an off-brand, but it's probably the same company that makes these. Let's be honest, there's not like there's a generic company out there making generic stuff. Usually it's a company that they have paid in China, Taiwan, you know, Mexico, whatever country, and then they pay them to make them for them and they put their name on them. Well, these companies, especially in China, if you make your stuff in China, you have to turn over your patents and everything to the Chinese government, and they get to make it. That's why there's so many clones, because it's legal there. I don't know why every country don't do that. But anyway, so it was I got $500. What it was, it come with 2 drums and 2 complete, new shoes. This whole, not the spindle or nothing, but the whole assembly. It was gonna be $5. And Amazon, a brand looked just like it, and everybody give it 5 stars. With tax at like $200, $205 or something. So you're just gonna leave this trailer here until it gets in here. So I'm getting ready to hook up the Gator Maid. You remember my big old Gator Maid that I used to use all the time. The reason I don't use it in the city is because with this truck, I can't get in a couple of my customers' driveways, literally. So I had to use the red truck and the 16. Then I can get in now there. Plus it's a lot wider than this trailer. So I don't use it that much. I use it to haul my tractor and whatnot. I was going to flex and just use my 16-foot dump trailer this week, and just to be annoying. And I was like, man, it cost me a fortune in gas. But anyway, here's how I got it set up. To bring it up to my level, I'm getting ready to take this walk behind off, even though it's not attached. Look how steep and high. That way I could sit on my stool and work on it without hurting, I had neck surgery. So I've got the back. You see the whole trailer is back here on the block and on the jack stands, which I do have 6-ton jack stands coming because I'm sick of doing this. And on the front, I just left this here. I mean, it ain't holding nothing, but to take it back down, I'm going to use that. And I use the truck on the front, and I'll hook the truck back up when I fix the brakes. And then I just put 2 jack stands under there, and I had to lift it off the truck, so there's nothing on this right here. See? But I just left some tension on it as a 3rd wheel, so to speak, or a 3rd chop. Yeah, so it's up in the air, and it will not go anywhere. I mean, I have shook the dog crap out of it. It is solid. So I'm getting ready to back this mower off of it while it's floating. I mean, ain't that cool? I mean, it is up in the air pretty good to where the tire, which I got to order all new tires, ain't nowhere near the ground. I mean, nowhere near it. That was the spare I had to use, and it's wearing way too fast. I have put out I don't know how many tires on this trailer. But anyway, that's what's going on with me. That's how electric brakes work. It's that simple. I mean, they're literally... It's old technology because most vehicles used to use, all vehicles used to use drums until they went to the rotor system and brake pads. Those are called brake shoes on each side. The price to replace the parts was more than buying the new stuff. That's why I'm buying new. Now, up here there is no brakes on the front axle. I thought about while I was doing this, buying another set. I have a whole series. Me putting brakes on that single axle 14-foot trailer I bought new, and I haven't uploaded it, and I'll tell you exactly how to do it. So all I gotta do is buy, and I'd have brakes on both axles, which I should do, but I'm not going to. Well, I might. They're so easy to run power to. Now the battery box I might replace. I have an extra battery for see when your trailer comes unhooked. I'm gonna show you. When your trailer comes loose from your tow vehicle, you see this little wire? You see this little box? See that thing? I've got it all. It's on my chain. It pulls this out. I can't. What has got a hold of it? I kid you not, there's black tape over this thing. How did that happen? Dirty filter. That's exactly how that happened. That is not very safe, but it would rip the tape. Anyway, it pulls this. God, I can't get enough traction on it. It pulls this little pin out, and there's the wires, and there's a battery in there. Now that battery gives power to the brakes and locks the brakes up if this comes loose. So make sure that battery is working. This battery is years old. I don't know how many years old it is. So I've got a brand new one over there that needs charged up. But anyway, that's how trailer brakes work and how to change them. If y'all want a video doing that, I've already made them. I just ain't uploaded them and they're real old. Last video I uploaded on my channel was back, I don't know, 8 years ago, where I was stuck at a church mowing. That video's 8 years old. And I uploaded it because I never did. I've got so many Roy videos and I want to keep him alive. So I'm going to start releasing old videos with him in it. I've got hundreds. So anyway, trailer brakes, it's easy. Don't look. Oh my gosh. Anyway, don't take it to a professional unless you don't have time. Do I have time? No, I'm sacrificing I'm sacrificing my weekends. I started on this yesterday, and now I gotta mow my overgrown lawn. And I got other projects going, like I'm wiring up. You see my winch? I'm putting a wireless remote on it is one of the jobs. I'm looking to create, this thing has electric start on it. Right here. And there's the starter. And I already used it and tested the starter. It works perfect, of course. So I'm trying to find a place and to make a battery tray for it so the battery will stay on it. I've already bought the motorcycle battery, and that way I can just go zoom, you know what I'm saying, to crank this thing up. Or I could sell it because these things are over $4,000. Made in America. So I don't need nothing this powerful. This thing is strong enough to do tractor and trailers and stuff, tires. Look here, I've got some kind of Hodge there on there. It just takes seconds to load. that air compressor is redonkulous powerful. It will blow the tire off the wheel on a car. So anyway, that's how trailer brakes work. Don't be afraid to do stuff yourself. It's very simple. Don't let things intimidate you unless you ain't got time. I'm all about, my weekends should be mine. But see, where my wife has to work all the time, well, she's in the house now working on a computer. I don't want to just sit there and watch movies and stuff, so I work outside every weekend. Every freaking weekend I'm doing projects, and we got so many projects to do. I've got all this pulp. I might start making videos of me just tractoring the pulp in my dump trailer, taking it over there to burn. I don't know, people likes watching people do those things. But anyway, I know it's scary looking, but I'm getting ready to back this 700-pound mower off this, and I done backed him off, and he's going with me this week, and he's going with me this week on the Gator Maid. So maybe I'll make a video to bring back the old, Gator Maid trailer. I ain't used that trailer for lawn care a long time, but I was just noticing I didn't have any brake. I adjusted it. I bought a new brake controller because the brake controller was wore out, like it would go in and out. I had dirty filter even listen to it. And I'd hold it up there and it'd go and just quit. And I was like, so I put a new brake controller in this thing. I don't want to go out here because there's stupid radio going on my travel trailer. I don't know, I just put my travel trailer radio on. You see it up there? And the freaking canopy out. And I've got it cooling in there. I don't know why. What was I going to show you? Oh, new brake controller right here. My dirty truck. There, it's brand new. So there you go. So there's that. This video sucks. So anyway, I'm going to end it now. What's that say? Accept ratio. Man, I've done hit something to tear up the freaking video. Anyway, peace and chicken grease.